close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Set, ready? 15, run. 15 line.
Check 15, check 15.
Greystone, travel.
Switch. Hey, switch gears.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 3. Shit.
Now Dixon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cowboys.
Here we go, set. 90, Wolf.
And what's the ball?
Hey, Delta.
56, Mike, 56.
Yes.
Mike, 56. They can't
Go.
Throwing on first down. Donnelly going for Metcalf. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cowboys 7, Packers 0. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on. Hey, hold on. Check. Watch 54. Hey, check. Check.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fox. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Taylor looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Come on. Watch tight end.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the double. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? 6-man. Shady weapon. Jim. Pick the edge.
From the gun, King. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Looking to throw. King. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
5. Go.
Throwing again. Donnelly. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Y7.
Operating from the gun, Donnelly. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Jones on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
King now looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass.
And maybe the wrong read there says he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fox. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The give running right, Dixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Now. 45 the Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Get it.
From the gun, Donald. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones on the return. Shifts by him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. King off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
3 down. Check.
Now King. Off play action. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Taylor. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Break. Tyler, 64, weak.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Hey, Charlie.
55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Donovan. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Dixon. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And the Packers are in for the score.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You got that right there. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now on first, Dixon again. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. King. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Hey, go. Check Mike 54. Mike, go. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Right there. 54, right there.
Here's King, throwing again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Switch!
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Whip. Watch the whip.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, V, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check it out, Reed.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready? 61, matchbox, right.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Hey, tight. Tight down, there you go. Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, He says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are backed up as far as you can go as they'll start this drive on their own 1-yard line.
And whenever I see the Cowboys backed up on their own 1-yard line, I think of one thing. Tony Dorsett at the old Metrodome playing against the Vikings when he got away with a 99-yard touchdown run and did it with only 10 guys on the field on offense for the Cowboys. So in this situation, I highly suggest they bring the 11th guy out to aid their cause.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try to counter with Dixon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a handoff working right. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill. Hey, turn it out. He's checking.
Blue draw quarters.
2nd and 3. Completes it to Dixon. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
60 outlaw. 6-6. Pull it high.
He's coming. We got double.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Right back to Dixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready? Check. Shoot. Hatchet.
General West.
Slam. Check. Fresno. Safe. Go.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
To throw is King. Throwing on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Taylor, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, watch me before, watch me before. You gonna see me in your...
Back to throw. King. And that will be incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff right side. It's Dixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, echo.
56 to my boy, 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Donnelly. He'll find Metcalf. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Yeah, yeah.
56, Mike.
On first down, Donnelly going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Switch out.
On the toss play, this is Dixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
Just like that. Just like that. 555. 555.
On 3rd down, Donnelly. Escaping the pressure right. Dixon complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Dixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Hey, check Mike 45.
From the gun, Donnelly. Complete. It's Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Donnelly. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. King over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. King now throwing on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. Dixon. And he's got some space here. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, here we go.
King to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready up.
50 seconds to Mike. I got it. Under.
Topper.
Tight go. Kill.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Dixon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
36.
Now.
Check 25. Play 56.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set. 15 run. 15 run.
I know he ain't got it. Do.
80 weapons.
Check. Switch.
Beat them.
They'll run with Dixon. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go. It's 70. Indy.
Hey, watch his slant.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Go. 90 Wolf.
It's a loss of 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Dallas, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be better.